But yeah, this right now is central to your reading is healing. And when the dream came up, this is about those of you thinking about the ideal relationship. This card shows a young woman dreaming about what she perceives as the perfect relationship. And this card is telling us that we can't seek external validation or external happiness or fulfillment from someone else. We can't have a relationship fill that gap or that void that's in our heart. We have to be able to fill that for ourselves. Okay? It's sort of like that saying, you have to fill your cup first before you can serve others. And when you serve others, it has to come from your overflow. This is exactly what this card symbolizes, is serving from your overflow. So you have to fulfill yourself first. You have to heal yourself first before you can give to others. Okay, so this is about doing the work. And the silence card came up reversed. So I feel like right now, Aries, many of you may not be so still in your mind and may still be up here, in your logical mind, trying to analyze your way out of a situation or to maybe make sense of what's happened. But you can't use your analytical mind, when it comes to changes like this. All you're going to do is end up blocking yourself. You're going to end up blocking abundance. You're going to block your manifestation powers. And what you're trying to co-create and call in is not going to come in correctly, or it may be delayed or just flat out blocked altogether. So you are definitely up leveling. This is a spiritual journey for you right now at this moment. And it's reversed. So I feel like there's some challenges here. But yeah, it's all right here is what I'm understanding, because when the miser comes in as well, this is about clinging to the past. This card shows, let me hold it upright, shows a woman who is dressed in all of her finery, and she's clinging on to trinkets, jewelry, antique items, baubles that she valued once in her life, and maybe they were valuable, but when she's clinging to them and can't let them go, they tend to lose the value. And that's the message of the card, is when you are clinging to memories, clinging to old habits, clinging to an old way of life, clinging to people who aren't serving your highest good, it's not adding value to your life, because you're clinging from an energy of fear. Okay? And when you're fearful and when you're clinging, you are closing yourself off from receiving abundance. Okay? Let's pull some cards. Let's pull some clarifiers and see what we get. I'm curious to see what the past is, and also what this traveling card is. Okay, so let's pull some clarifiers for the miser. Okay, came up 5 of Pentacles for the miser. Okay, so this means that you're going to be experiencing a release. 5 of Pentacles reversed means that you will no longer be out in the cold, or if you've pushed someone away from you, that someone may be coming back in, or that someone may be coming back in, maybe to give you a message, maybe to provide you with clarifying answers. But you're gonna have a release, okay, around that clinging to the past. So the dream is about self-fulfillment. Yep. So you're dealing with endings, okay? And the swords, the 10 of Swords came in reversed, which is a good thing, because 10s mean completion, but upside down, all these swords are going to start to fall out, okay? So you are going to have some relief here. You did have an ending, because upright, this is about endings that weren't easy. They were very painful. And I can see right now why we have the healing card central to your reading, and why we have the silence card, which talks about turning within. This complements the healing card. This is all about connecting with the divine. This is all about listening to your spiritual downloads, becoming more prayerful, more meditative, more self-aware, and, really just becoming more involved in your healing process. So the traveling card, yeah, well, you have the star, okay? Came in reversed. So this is, when it's upright, this is all about spiritual enlightenment. This is all about divine timing and being guided by your spirit guides and your guardian angels. You are being looked over right now. It may not feel like it. There's a lot of healing going on. But the fact that the star came out, even though it came in reverse, but the fact that it's here is a head nod letting you know, Aries, that this is all in divine timing and you are definitely on the right path, but don't block it, okay? I feel like perhaps you're struggling with the changes that are happening and maybe being resistant. Maybe you're fearful of letting go of the past. A lot of people don't deal with change very well. So that could be something that's going on here as well. But it's all about flowing. There's a lot of water energy here in your reading, which is a good thing. Water, it has a very cleansing, purifying effect, and you just need to flow. Flow with the changes. Don't resist, which I know is easier said than done, but do your best to not resist and allow this cycle to start. I feel like right now you're sort of in an in-between period, because I'm not seeing anything that's action-oriented. I'm seeing a lot of quiet time, sort of stopping in place, settling in place, being more present, being more mindful, and allowing these completions to end, okay? Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the moon. So this is all about tapping into your intuition, okay? This is the Pisces card, and Pisces are the most psychic signs of the zodiac, and this is here to let you know you gotta trust your intuition, trust what's in your heart, and to lead from your heart, not so much from your mind, because when you're up here, that's when you're really gonna trip yourself up, okay? So let's pull some theme cards and get some themes that you all are going to be working on for the month. This is the Oracle of the Goddess, Oracle of the Moon Goddess. Okay, blossoming, reversed, unfortunately. So like I was saying, new changes are here. New cycles are beginning. Don't block it, because it's right there. It's right there for you all, to take. Trust. Absolutely. This is the big one. I feel like this is going to be a theme for many of the signs, is to trust. Trust the process. Trust that the divine and the universe has your back. Trust that your spirit guides and your guardian angels are looking over you and they're not going to steer you wrong. Because this is all about your healing and going silent, okay? Trusting your intuition. All right, and third, beginnings. Came in reversed. But what was I saying in the beginning of this reading? We are all starting a new cycle. The Taurus and May, the month of May, is all about new beginnings. It's about rebuilding our lives, okay? So, yeah, keep those in mind. I think it's beautiful, I know sometimes beginnings can be scary and endings are tough. They're never easy. I get it. I'm dealing with some of my own stuff as well. But it's just all about trusting the process and knowing that, the divine certainly has your back and that it's all for the highest good. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can take these. Let me start again. So this is going to be the Shamanic Oracle deck. Okay, and let's see what the shamans have to say about your endings and your healing, and your intuition. Oh my gosh, okay. So we have the Holy Mountain in reverse. We have the Ghost Dance. And we have Flow. Okay. Flow, obviously, is all about water energy and embodying the qualities of water. It's just allowing the changes to happen and allowing the water energy to have that cleansing, purifying effect upon your hearts, your soul, and your mind, and as well as the situation. You know, like I keep saying, many of the signs have experienced this sort of dismantlation of their world, and it could be with relationships, it can be with career, it could be with family life. Some signs ended big karmic cycles that affected ancestral karma. So big changes, okay? But it's all good. So what I like to do in this part is I like to read from the books. I want to make sure that the symbolism is understood in all these cards. There's a lot here, and you know, I want to make sure that you get the message that you are here to receive. So we're going to start first with the Holy Mountain. This came in reversed, and anytime the shamanic oracle cards come in reverse, this is our medicine. Okay, so the meaning of this card is negative peoples around the earth recognize mountains as places of great power where one encounters spirit, where the gods or goddesses reside. In ancient Greece, Mount Olympus was the home of the 12 main gods and goddesses. In Tibet, pilgrims circumambulated Mount Kailash to bring prosperity. In Peru, pilgrims climbed the ice-capped Mount Asangati to receive the starlight and bring fire to the earth. Okay, so that's what this card means. So your medicine, Aries, is when the holy mountain shows up, it's time to be active. Do not let your doubts deter you and keep you bound. This is a time to leap over challenges and to remember that from the top of the mountain, there are no obstacles, only beauty and an unobstructed view of the entire earth. And there's no need to go shopping for the right hiking boots or camping equipment or to climb the holy mountain. You already have all that gear you need. Overcome any lethargy, indolence, and laziness, as these are the real obstacles. Yeah, so I think this card is talking about the bigger picture. You know, many of you made changes for a specific reason because whatever was in your life wasn't resonating with you and it wasn't serving your highest good and it wasn't supportive or conducive to the goals and dreams that you're trying to manifest. And I feel like the Holy Mountain is here to say, you know what? Keep going, climb to that top of the mountain, and look upon the beauty of your life. Look upon what you're creating and appreciate it. So it also talks about not having to over-prepare. You know, it's about taking that action now and moving forward, because like I said, Taurus season is about new beginnings. You know, in Aries, or in Aries season, April season, we set intentions and we planted the seeds that we want to see manifest and come to fruition. And now is the time that that's happening. You know, May is all about regrowth, restructure, rebuilding. Okay, so I like that for you guys. So next up is we have the Ghost Dance. Okay, oops, where is it? Okay, and this came in upright. Okay, the Ghost Dance of the American Plains Indians united the spirits of the living with those of the ancestors to bring peace to the world. When the ancestors are honored, they bring harmony to us. When we hold them responsible for all that is wrong with us today, they haunt us. Honor the spirits of the ancestors and receive their lessons and gifts. This includes honoring your own past lives. Okay, so the message for you all is the ancestors have a message of healing and a powerful medicine to offer you. Create a sacred moment at your altar, light a candle to them, and let their wisdom infuse you. At this stage in your life, you are done repeating their tragic stories. Step into the abundance that is offered to you. Receive the gifts of those that have come before you. Write a new story for your life. I like that for you all. Write a new story for your life. Absolutely. That is perfect and is right in line with everything that we're seeing right now. So remember, your theme cards, I just want to point out, you have blossoming reversed and beginnings reversed. Okay, so don't hesitate or don't resist writing a new chapter. You're in control of your life. You're in control of your destiny, and you're the master, right? I mean, you get to say what you want your life to look like, who you want to have in it. So, yeah, harness that. Okay, flow. There is a natural movement of events in the world. You can see it in the phenomena such as the tide, the ebb and flow of the oceans and rivers that rise from the earth and then flow to the sea. The symbol of flow represents the effortless and natural movement toward a certain destination. It signifies an ability to gracefully move around obstacles and reminds you of the sense of allowing. When flow comes to visit, it's a sign that your intentions have been in motion. Now is the time to allow nature to run its course. You are being called to effortless movements and the path of least resistance. It's like being within music, flowing within partnership. Think of the artist who creates without guilt or who creates without guile or craft, calling creativity up from the soul and bringing it to life without effort. You are called to be like a river, knowing the fulfillment of destiny is assured. Enjoy the ride. Oh my God, Aries, that's beautiful, right? I mean, because it is talking about the path of least resistance and flowing and allowing yourself to be carried, because you are up-leveling, you are moving into your next chapter, your next phase. Yeah, and your reading here has a lot of water energy, so that's beautiful. You know, that's very supportive of what we're seeing. So up next, I'm going to pull from the Rebel Goddess Oracle deck, and we'll just see what comes out. This one wanted to pop. Seeing the true you. Yeah. I feel like this new cycle that we're all starting, we are coming more into our truth. And we're shedding a lot of past labels, preconceived notions of who we should be. You know, things that were taught to us by other people. And many of us are saying no more of that. That's not gonna fit or work with my life right now. I no longer want to be under that type of control or under that type of label. But yeah, it is the time for you to start seeing yourselves authentically. Okay, come to life. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, coming to life. It's all about the new, and many of us, I mean, this change is big. This change is really big. And like I said, Uranus just recently moved into Taurus, so it's going to have an awakening appeal to us. Also, Pluto has gone retrograde, and Pluto is an energy of introspection, spiritual awareness, and I think between now and October is where many of us are going to feel like we need to really examine our lives, examine our direction, examine our dreams, you know? And I think a lot of our dreams are changing, and they're not what you thought they were going to be, because like I said, many of you are shedding past labels. So let me see if I can get one more out. Ah, yes. Diving for light. Yeah, I feel like that goes right along with the intensity card, which is the Knight of Fire, bringing that energy. And then we have the star that also appeared in your reading. So I feel like diving for light is diving for the illumination of the spirit. That's what I really feel that this card is representing. I feel that this is about lighting your way and tapping into your authentic energy and recognizing it. Okay, so before we close, I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Archangel deck just to get some Archangel messages for you all. And again, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for my For my subscribers, I sincerely appreciate your support and devotion to this channel. I hope that this reading is resonating with all of you. This is all about new beginnings and, up-leveling, and it's happening all over. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, and I hope you enjoyed the content that you've received today, and I hope these messages are also inspiring and uplifting you. Please feel free to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to click the bell so that way you are notified of when I release new content. I typically do release new content on Sundays, and that is, I do weekly healing energy reports, and that is a general reading for what's going on for the week. And it's supposed to help complement and supplement, what you're receiving here for your specific zodiac sign. Just know that, all of this is general and it may not resonate with all of you. So just take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay. But again, thank you all to my viewers. Thank you to my subscribers and to my new subscribers. So let's see what the archangels have for us. Indigo and crystal children. Okay. So Archangel Metatron would like to say you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. I feel like that was a big theme that came out with a lot of the mid-month readings was having people tap into their inner child or working with children, because we can learn a lot from children. They have a unique way of looking at the world and looking at life. And it helps us sort of reconnect with that spirit, that curiosity, that wonderment about life, and to get excited about our lives. And it's that excitable energy, that innocent energy, that sense of adventure that's going to help us dream big and really get excited for the new changes. Up next is prioritize. So this is another message from Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. Okay, so this is right along with the new changes that are happening here, is to prioritize what's important to you, what needs to be cleared, what's no longer serving you is no longer serving you. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Don't even think about it. Move on from it, because it's all about you. It's all about your new life and peace. Okay, there is peace for you all, which I love, because central to your reading first out of the deck was the healing card. Okay. Archangel Chamuel says, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Okay. Yeah, I really like that. Tap into your childlike spirit. Have that sense of adventure for your new life. It's going to help you dream big and help you enjoy life a little bit more. It'll help you lighten up and be a little bit more spontaneous and enjoy the gifts that are around you. Prioritize what you need to focus on and what's worth your energy. What's not worth your energy, don't even pay attention to it. And then peace.